Hi, I'm Donna with Donna's Things. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for taking your time coming to see what's going on this side of the camera. I really do appreciate it. And of course, if you've been here before, you are returning. You know my heart as always. I appreciate your time also. So hi, happy Tuesday. I am here for the reveal of what happened on my 12-hour sewathon. I decided to do 12 hours of straight sewing so that I could just get my vacation collection out of the way. It was 9 pieces. Some I had already started, some I had to do from the very beginning, except the cutting I had cut in advance. And so I did it. I started Sunday night, this past Sunday. I thought I was gonna lose an hour because of the time change, but because I started Sunday night, 12 hours was 12 hours. So I started Sunday night at 7 p.m. and I sewed until Monday morning, 7 a.m. And I pretty much got everything done. So I'm just gonna show you a little bit of that just for a few minutes. But full disclosure, I did this, or I'm showing this on video because a lot of times we make garments that take hours to get done. And while they are beautiful and stylish and got all kinds of details on them, sometimes you don't feel like all of that work. Sometimes you don't have the time to do all of this work. And so what I did, my collection here is the easiest thing I could have ever done. I don't have garments with a lot of pockets. I don't have garments with a lot of top stitching. My shirts are front and back for the most part. It just was easy peasy sewing. And you can see it all in the background, and you can see that the colors are beautiful. It's such a refreshing color collection. So I'm just going to show you, I think it's 3, I don't know, it might be more than 3, but they're just like 2-minute clips. It's not of me actually doing the sewing, but I'm talking to you through my journey. So let me show you that now. So these are the items that I am getting ready to sew. It is time for my 12-hour sewathon. I have decided that I wanted to get my vacation collection done. I have 9 garments here. 4 are items that have been started but either need buttons. 2 of them need buttons sewn on. 1 needs the arm, the bias tape finished on that one, and 1 needs a rolled hem on it. But I do have a caftan that the sides have to be done and the arm facing has to be put on. That's 4 garments there. Over here, I have 5 brand new things. I have 2 shirts, I have a dress, I have a pair of culottes, and the yellow is a pair of lounge pants. As you can see, I have plenty of thread, even though I'm working within the same color scheme. Plenty of thread. I'm going to get started with my lounge pants and a shirt. I don't know if I'm going to then take a break and do a little of the finishing on one of these. I'm not really sure, but I have 12 hours, and every hour and 45 minutes or so, I am going to take a 10 to 15 minute break. I've already had my dinner, so I may eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I do have water and some tea sitting over here next to me. Got my yellow thread to get started. Got my elastic for my pants. I'm going to be putting some trim around the bottom leg of the lounge pants. Now, I have cut everything out, and I've recorded I hand recorded. I jotted down the time that it took me to cut these things, but I didn't want that to be part of the 12 hours. So I have that time. However, the finishing, like the serging of all the fabric pieces, will be part of the 12 hours. So I don't have a goal as far as how many I want to get done. I'll get done as much as I can in the 12 hours. But this is a way to get some sewing items out of the way. This is my vacation collection. I just really want to get it done. So I will see you in a couple of hours. I won't be recording the actual sewing, but I will check in probably 2 more times or so, just to let you guys, see the progress of where I was at. It's Sunday evening. I was supposed to start at 6 p.m. I'm a little bit behind. It is 6:40 p.m. so I will start at 7, and I will be in this sewing room sewing from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm wondering how much I'm going to get done. I'm not going to rush anything. I still want it nice and neat. I still want it done right, but I'll let you see the progress as I go along. Okay, let's get started. Hey everybody, it is Sunday night. The time now is 11:11. I am 4 hours into my 12-hour sew-a-thon. I have made 1, 2, 3 items from the 5 of the new ones. I do have handwork to do on them. Now, I have not yet taken a break. It was my plan to take a break every 2 hours, every hour and 45 minutes. But I cut my invisible zipper and I had to get it back on track, and I was really struggling. So it took me about 30 minutes to do that, and I decided to keep going. So it's 4 hours later because I started at 7:01, I believe, 7:01. It's 11:11, so I am going to take a 30-minute break. I was going to do 15-minute breaks, 4 15-minute breaks. But since I haven't taken one yet, I am going to take a 30-minute break, get myself something to drink, and get into my night clothes so that I can be just a little bit more comfortable for the next journey. I'm not sure if I'm going to make a new garment or if I'm going to spend about an hour on handwork. That would let me get the handwork done on the 3 new items that I just made so that they were completed, and probably can get a little bit into 1 or 2 of the 4 items that need buttons or either a rolled hem. I do have the right thread on the machine for the rolled hem, so I'll probably do that. But anyway, I'll be back in 30 minutes and I'll get something else going. But let me give you a quick glance of what I've done so far. Hold on. So this is a glance at what I've made so far. That's one blouse. I know you can't really tell. This is another. And then these are the lounge pants that I made. And look at that lace trim that's going on them. I'll be putting the lace trim on by hand. Hey, I'm looking kind of a mess. Starting to get a little bit tired. It is 2:44 a.m. So I started at 7:01 p.m. So I am 7 hours and 45 minutes into my 12-hour sew-along. which I'm doing for myself, as you know. So I'm looking a mess, but I'm in my pajamas, you know, ready to go to bed, but I'm not going. I am going to keep sewing until 7 o'clock. I did take an hour out I did a 30-minute break from 7, whatever. I've had one 30-minute break, and I did take one of the hours and did handwork. So I have 5 completed items, 4 more to go. So this is a piece that I finished since the last pictures that I showed you. This is a shirt I had to put buttons on. I have another shirt I had to put buttons on. I got that done. This is my dress. This is garment number 4 out of the 5 that I was starting from scratch. I had 4 to complete and 5 to start from scratch. So this is number 4, starting from scratch. It's a dress. Now, I have put the pockets in. The dress is hemmed. Everything is done except I can't find the pattern piece for the facing. So the neck is not done. And the armholes are not done. But I made the belt, got the pockets in and everything like that. So I looked for it. I don't see it. I'll look again. But right now I'm just going to keep going where I'm at. So I have to make one more pair of shorts. I have to finish my caftan, do a rolled hem, which is something I'm getting ready to do now. And I have to do the lace on the bottom of my lounge pants. I'm sewing that on by hand. So I am getting ready to do the rolled hem on a top that I have, and I am going to do the handwork for the lace on the bottom of my lounge pants, and then I'm going to take another break, probably just 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, and then when I come back, I have to make the green shorts, well, they're culottes. I have to make the culottes, but they're serged and waiting for me to put them together. I'll get to that caftan and I do the neck of the dress. So hopefully I can find the pattern piece, the facing. So I'm gonna do my last half will be the shorts, finishing this dress one way or another, and then the caftan. And I will have done all 9 pieces. But no matter where I'm at, I'm stopping at 7 o'clock, unless I'm finished at 6. Of course, I will do that. But anyway, I'm going to do this roll hem. I'm going to do this lace by hand, and then I am going to take a break. Hey, it is Monday morning, 7 o'clock a.m. So I have stopped. So I just did a 12-hour sew-along. I was working on 9 garments. 4 pieces had to be finished, like buttons or facing, and the other 5 were brand new garments. So I finished 3 of the 4 that just needed to be completed, and I made all 5 of the new garments. I made all 5 of them. 3 pieces are complete. My culottes are done except for the handwork. So I have to hem them by hand, and I'm tacking down my waistband by hand. They have buttons right here. I haven't decided if I want to put the buttons will make the pants very playful, and I don't know if I want that. So on the culottes, tack down the waistband, hem up the leg, and they are done. And I didn't find the pattern piece for the facing for that dress. So I made my own facing. I just have to sew that on the neck, facing on the neck, and put bias tape around the arm. I've already hemmed it and everything. So I have tidied up my room because I've been kind of tidying up as I go. I even took maybe a 10-minute moment out of these 12 hours to do some cleaning, because I know I had pins on the floor and everything was kind of out, and I wanted to get it all put away. And this is why, because now all I have to do is go to bed. So I will see you when I actually load the video. It won't be me in the clothes, but I will show everything that I have made. So it's been a good journey, and yes, I will do it again. So I don't have photos that come after. If you're familiar with my channel, you'll know that I talk about the garment, what I've done, some of the sewing details, and then I usually have pictures of everything. When I am done, I show it at the end of the video. I did not do that. 9 garments, that's a lot of pieces, but I do have them right here for you to see, and I'm gonna get started with what I have on. It's Simplicity 1064. Simplicity 1064. I really do like it. They call it a tunic, so it's a tunic. It looks like this, I'm sorry. And here are the line drawings. I'm hoping you can see that really, really well. And this is it. It fits right in my color collection, as you can see. Let's move this up a little bit. And here it is. Love the ruffle detail that is here. It wraps, and mine is permanently closed, so it wraps and has the split. As you can see, it's longer in the back. It's really nice, has the long sleeve. Now, I would pair this with leggings like what I have, like it looks now. I wouldn't use these leggings, but I would pair it with leggings. And I didn't have the proper belt, but I'm just gonna show you. To me, it needs a belt. This is what it would look like with the belt. So to me, it needs the belt. So that was garment number 1. The second garment, let me move my chair out the way. It looks like I'm going to be standing. The second garment is Simplicity 9287. This is a design by Gertie. She does charm patterns, but Simplicity 9287. Here are the line drawings. This one, and let me first say, this is a knit fabric. I wanted to mention that because the pattern on this shirt here on the Simplicity 1064 calls for a challis, but I saw Shatoka J, her video, she had made this, and she said the next time she made it, she would use a knit. So this is my first time I made it. I took her advice and I made it out of a knit, so it's good. So here is my second garment. This shirt, this is a cotton fabric. It has like a leopard print, but it has some colors inside the circles, like a yellowy gold, a sage green, a pink, all trimmed in black. And this is what it looks like. This is the back. The back does have a seam down it, and then there are 2 darts on each side. Just has a facing around the bottom of the neck here. Then you have this this cut. I don't know what they call this cut, but from the shoulder you have here coming down into the V, and then of course going up. There is a facing here, And then this piece here, I'm hoping you can really see it. Ties. So this is the tie. It's made into the shirt. This is the tie. You do have bust darts, and then it buttons down the front. So there are different versions of this shirt. You could take this tie off and just do the button down. But this is the first one I made. I do like the tie, and so when I get ready to wear it, of course, I'll tie it up. And the ties do fit right into, you know, the cup of the bust, but it looks really, really, really nice. I enjoyed making it. It was a very easy sew, perfect for anything I want to do. We could be walking on the beach. I could have it on with a pair of shorts. I can, of course, go to the store, go shopping. I can do anything I want to do. It is sleeveless, and I did use a bias tape to finish off the arm. The next garment is New Look 6217. New Look 6217. I did version B, which was this one. It's just a front, a back, a facing, and, you know, cleaning up your armhole. This is the line drawing. Because remember, I said this is just to show you that you can use beautiful, beautiful fabric, and your garment has a front and a back, and it works for you. So New Look 6217, and that's this piece right here. This is a silk fabric. It's a plaid silk. It's gorgeous. It is, it has the yellow, the green, the pink, a cranberry-like color in it and stuff. Simply gorgeous. Seam down the back, there's the opening here because there is a hook and eye that allows you to close it up. Now, they did the closure on just folding down the fabric. I did do it that way on the armhole. It's just folded over and top stitched. But on the neck, I used the fabric, made a piece of bias tape out of the fabric, and used that for the facing of the neckline. Now, this silk, as pretty as it is, raveled like crazy. But I did manage to get those seams where my plaids just are continuing like they never stop. And I do have a roll hem. The hem is curved. I do have a roll hem. And this neckline's kind of wide, similar to a boat shaped neckline. But it's just so the seam down the middle, so your two back pieces, your one front piece, depending on the fabric you use, you're just going to roll under your arm and your neck and put your little hook and eye back there, and you are done. Easy peasy, but it's going to look beautiful when I wear it. The next piece is Butterick 6663. Butterick 6663. Here are the line drawings. Now this one was a little bit more work, nothing hard, but a little bit more work because the view that I chose, I did A and, let me see. Yeah, I did A, which is this one here. Now on this one, you had a few more pieces because you have your front and then you have a bottom front. So you have an upper front and a lower front because there is a seam here. So there's a seam down the middle of the upper front, a seam down the middle of the lower front, and that's the same for the front and the back. You sew the upper front pieces together, the lower front pieces together, and then you connect them at the waistline. The back is done the same way. However, there is an invisible zipper in the back. And let me show you that one. That's this one right here. Now, this is a batik fabric, B-A-T-I-K. This is a batik. As you can see, I'm in the same color scheme. This is that soft like yellow. It has green, looking like teardrops or something in it. And you really can't see the seams, but there is a middle seam down the front, upper front, middle seam down the lower front. There is the connection right here. And as you can see, there's the V. It dropped down into that V look. It just has the round neckline. There is a facing. The armhole has the bias tape, but I do have a neck facing. That invisible zipper is there, and then of course the back goes down to the same. Now, I say, oh, okay, 12 hours. It wasn't a whole lot, and let me tell you, it really wasn't, but I do want to point out that, let me go under here and show you. My seams are finished. I serged, you know, my sides are serged, that connection is serged, my zipper matches. I hand sewed the facings so they would be tucked down, because even though it was easy sewing, it's still very, very important that you finish your seams so that you have a nice garment. And I didn't show you that on the other pieces, but the same thing for this one. The seams are, this one I did French seams on. I don't know how well you can see it. There's French seams on that one, and that's because this silk will get away from you. I don't care if you serge or not. If you went up under here, you would find that all of this has been serged. So yes, it was 12 hours of sewing. Yes, easy peasy, but yes, always clean up your seams. I had 2 ironing stations. I have my regular station that's just a board that I made and, you know, covered, and it's about 3 feet, maybe 3 by 27, I mean 36 by 27, something like that. And so I ironed smaller pieces on that. So I had that set up, and then I had my ironing board over here, and so everything was cut out. I was just rolling along. So the next piece I'm going to show you. Now, a while back, I used this Mood PDF pattern. This was the sailor high-waisted pants. I don't know how well you could see that, but I don't have a line drawing in. Oh, well, that is the front and the back. I'm sorry. It looks like this. Now, the first time I made these, I made them out of a denim. I made the pants. I put the suspenders on. I put the fancy buttons on. I didn't do that for this one. This is a green linen. It's a linen blend, actually. It's an olive green. I used that same pattern, but instead of pants, I made culottes, so you can see they stop. I do have a back zipper, and of course I do have the pockets. Now, I did not put the buttons here. I did not do suspenders, and this is a high waist but not a high waist. I chose to just put a waistband here. This is a lap zipper. I love lap zippers. It's not invisible zipper, it's just a lap zipper. And I cut the waistband a little bit higher than a normal waistband. But this is the culotte pants. Now, as you can see, I can wear this together. I can wear this together. And if I wanted to, that might not match as well. But if I had to, I could get away with it. So that was a garment. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, garment number 5, it is a Mimi G pattern, Simplicity 9554. It's just a simple line drawing back there. 9554. It's this oversized shirt. Now, this is, I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's my favorite. This is a cotton fabric. It's Faces. I forget the name of it. I put it in the description. But this is the oversized shirt. And this I really, really love. There is the stand-up collar and then your regular collar. There's just a front, the two front pieces. There's two pockets on the pattern. I only did one, but it's this big pocket. As you can see, it buttons down the front. There are 8 buttons, and I don't know how well you can see these stripe buttons that I chose. Really, really, really cute. There is a, is the back, is it? Yeah. There is the curved shirt tail hem. And then on the back, there's a yoke and that pleated look, and it just hangs. As you can see, it just hangs. And you see the eye, you see the face of this thing or whatever. But this right here was nice. It's beginner friendly, just like everything else. You have your 2 fronts, the part for the buttons and the buttonhole is part of the pattern. You know how they have that extension from the front and you just fold it over twice with your interface. That's all this is. So beginner friendly. The yoke, of course, is just a yoke. Mine is doubled. I did top stitch it, and then a pleat is a pleat. So it's nothing hard. Now the sleeve is just, you know, it's the cap sleeve that just hangs over. However, the design of the pattern does have a armhole band, and the band sticks out. On the pattern, it's denim fabric, and you could see the fraying coming from the band, which makes it really cute. Of course, mine is just folded and clean and even, because this is not the type of shirt that I would do that with. But I love this shirt. So comfortable. It feels like it's really going to be a nice wear. And I can wear anything with it. I can put on, you know, some jeans. I can put on some leggings. I can do anything. And again, nice and clean. This is French seamed. Here's your yoke, which is double, but nice and clean on the inside. And here is the shirt. Really, 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 really cute. I don't know if I could do that. Okay. Of course, I got this thing on underneath here. You can't really tell. But is that adorable or is that adorable? You just throw this thing on and go anywhere you want to go. I do have the buttonholes here. And again, just this one huge pocket. My cell phone can fit in here. A key and an ID could fit in this pocket. But again, very, very, very nice. And as you can see, it works with the color grouping just fine. We're almost at the end. Now, my next one is Simplicity 8912. This is a caftan, Simplicity 8912. They have a caftan and a dress. Here are the line drawings. So I did view B, the dress, but I did it sleeveless. I did it sleeveless because remember, I was just trying to keep everything simple, simple, simple. And it's for the summer, you know, and stuff. So sleeveless doesn't hurt. You're on vacation, you're always going to have a sweater, a denim jacket, you know, something that you can wear. But this is that dress. This is like a twill, like a cotton twill. I did, well, let me get back to this neckline. But this is a front, which is on a fold. Now this does have pockets. This one does have pockets. That's a front on a fold. The back has a seam line. And in my case, I left it open. I might put a hook and eye there. I haven't decided, but I just left it open. It's sleeveless. You know what I did? Just took the bias tape and covered up the sleeve. Now, I do want to tell you, I am a facing girl. I like facings. I don't mind tacking them down, whatever I have to do. I just think they give such a neat look. But when I went to cut this dress out, I had already cut something else out. I could not find the facing, front and back facings for this. And I say a little bit about that, you know, I've said a little bit about that, I should say. But anyway, I had to make my own. So I did want a belt. So I made this belt. It's hemmed on the machine, drops right under my knee. I can throw on some sneakers. I can throw on some flats. I like it with the belt, but if you just want to wear it hanging, maybe throw some jewelry on, you can. You do have the bust darts. So since I didn't have the pattern pieces for the facing, I had to make my own. And so what I did was I put bias tape around the neck. But I took the V that was cut here, the slit that was cut here, and I added some pieces to the side of each slit. And yes, I made a placket. So this is actually a placket that's here. I got a seam going across here, close it up. And because it was cut to be a V, it just sits open just like this at the neckline. And I absolutely love this dress. You just throw this on, you got your pockets, and just keep it moving. So I really do like this dress. Again, easy peasy. A beginner could make this, or you who sew all the time. This is perfect when my husband says, put some clothes in a bag. I see a string, y'all. My husband says, put some clothes in a bag. We're going to be gone for the weekend. You know, we're going to go away a few days. Well, I tell my aunt, hey, auntie, pack a bag. We're going to, you know, go take a drive for 2 or 3 days. I can throw these things in here, not a whole lot of iron, and I am good to go. So that's number 7. Number 8 is the same pattern, the 8912, but I did make the caftan. And I got the split in the front, it's sleeveless, and yes, I got some trim. So I did make the caftan, same pattern. That's the one I had cut. It's facing on that one, but I don't know where the pattern piece is for the facing. But this is it right here. So hopefully you can see it. Now this is a rayon twill. It wrinkles, but it's cute. It's like that, like a pea green, blends right in. You do have pockets. I put the pockets on here. Now there is bias tape around the armhole, but I did not put the facing. That's what they do on the pattern. So I did that. Here's that V where I put the placket on the dress. This is what it would have looked like. Here's my trim that I chose. And of course I put this on by hand. The trim is sewn on by hand. Easy peasy. Seam down the back, seam down the front. A facing going around the neck. A beginner would have to, you know, get that little peak just right. But if you're putting some trim on it and the peak's not just right, you can hide that. You got your pockets. Pockets are not hard to do. And then, of course, you have your slit that's down in the front. I did hem it by hand. I did do the hem by hand, and as you can see, it's serged, it's cleaned up real nice on the inside. I took my time that night, although 4 of the 9 pieces had already been started, 5 were from scratch. But very, very, very nice. And I tried it on, and oh my God, it's comfortable. I'm gonna wear my white color sandals. Now, I might be sitting out on a veranda or something somewhere when I have it on, but it's going to be cute, cute, cute. Easy peasy. Now, my 9th piece. I don't know which one is my favorite. When you see this video, post your favorite in there because I really like them all. But this is a pair of lounge pants. Simplicity 8800. This is what it looks like. I didn't do the robe and the camisole. Here's the line drawing. It's just a pair of lounge pants. Nice, baggy looking lounge pants with elastic in the waist. But it all depends on what fabric you use. And yes, I used my yellow charmeuse. Inch and a half elastic in the waist. French seams, because it can get away from you if you're not careful. French seams. But the beauty is, look at what I did with the leg. This is upside down, but can you see that lace? Gorgeous. They lounge pants, but this girl gonna be sitting around feeling cute. They look like this. You got a front, 2 front pant legs to sew together, 2 pieces to sew together, 2 pieces for the back to sew together. They have a waistband to run the elastic through. I didn't do that. I added 3 inches. They cut, the waist is here. I measured, cut up 3 inches. That gave me the 1.5 inches that I needed for the elastic. And then of course I had there was already 5/8 inch seam, allowance in that waist part and stuff. So it was plenty. I don't know if this is 1.5 inches or 1.25 inches, but whichever, it was plenty for it. Here's my lounge pants. Now, the most expensive thing probably on here is this lace. This lace came from Hobby Lobby. Very, very pretty. Now, I have been thinking about how to fancy up these pants, and I thought about lace, but I had bought just some regular, like a strip of regular lace. But then Talisha with CreativiteeByT, she was showing us the pink satin that she's using to make loungewear, and she bought a beautiful French trim from Hobby Lobby. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, I'm not putting that lace I had around my pants. I'm going to Hobby Lobby and find some. So I saw the fringe and everything, but I went with this. It just took my lounge pants up another notch. And what's wrong with that? Because as a woman, sometimes, you just want to feel beautiful. You already know you're beautiful, but you want to wear those clothing that just kind of give you that, ooh, that kind of look. But that is my 9-piece collection. and I finished up those pieces and made the new pieces in my 12-hour journey. The only things that were not finished by the 12 hours was the facing for the striped dress. I had already made the belt. I had already hemmed it. I had already put the bias tape in the armhole. I just didn't know what I was going to do with that facing. And then I had not finished the caftan. Still needed, sides needed to be sewn, which means pockets needed to be put in. And then I needed to do the armhole and put the trim. And so when I stopped sewing Monday morning at 7, those were the only 2 things left to do. I went to bed yesterday morning. After I finished, I went to bed. And when I got up, I was like, you know what? I just need to finish. So I decided how to do the facing for the dress. I had to sleep on it. I did have to hem the green pants. I'm sorry, I still had to hem the green pants and tack down the waistband. So these 3, the dress, the caftan, and the green pants, it was 4.5 hours yesterday of my time, not straight through. I did one, then I did another one, then I did another one. 4.5 hours Monday afternoon of my time so that I could get it done. And I got to tell you guys, I am very, very, very happy with the collection. Will I do another 12 hours sew-a-thon? Yes, I would. It was like, yeah, just get all those pieces knocked out. And that's what I did. I've sewn for long hours at a time, you know, 5 hours, 6 hours. I've sewn overnight, but this time was a little bit different. I needed every bit of that 12 hours. Everything got ironed. I just really took my time. You know, as you can see, I took breaks, but yeah, I'm very happy. And I think the color scheme is magnificent. Even this right here just added a little extra color to it. So there you are. If you decide to make any of these things, trust me, you will not be disappointed. It's in the fabric. It's all in the fabric. This is a front and a back, but that plaid silk is gorgeous. So I just want to say thank you for watching. I really do appreciate your time. I know this is a little bit lengthy, but I wanted to get all these 9 garments out because I put it out there that I was going to do it. You know me, I'm a woman of my word. I did it. Thank you again for watching. Hit that like button, share my channel. Of course, you know I'd love it if you do subscribe. However, I appreciate you when you just scroll through and say, hey, let me watch Donna's things. But I would like for you to ring that bell so that you could be notified every time I upload a video. Thank you again, and bye.